Penelope doesn't hide her excitement. It shows the moment the front door opens. She races through the house, flying across the room with joy that's impossible to miss. Her little paws move like she's floating, tail wagging like it might lift her off the ground. From morning to night, she stays close, never more than a few steps away. But somehow, even after spending the whole day together, she still lights up when her person comes home. She's not really interested in other people. She watches them, maybe walks by once or twice, but she doesn't look for attention. All her love is reserved for the one who brought her home. That wasn't always the case. Before the rescue, she was quiet, withdrawn, not playful, not trusting. That kind of loyalty had to grow. Penelope was found as a stray. At least, that's what the papers said. But it didn't seem like she ran away. It felt more like someone left her behind, someone who gave up on her when she got too sick to be easy. Her condition at the shelter was heartbreaking. She was thin, coughing, barely moving. Her body was weak, and her eyes looked tired. The staff thought she was a senior because of how fragile she looked. But Penelope was only 3 years old. Looking at her, it was hard not to wonder what she'd lived through. It seemed like she'd spent most of her life in a crate. Her legs were stiff. Her muscles were underdeveloped. Everything was new to her. The open space, the soft couch, even the feel of grass under her paws, none of it felt familiar to her at first. Still, something in her photo stood out. A little spark, barely visible, but there. The moment she was brought home, that spark had a chance to grow. The first day was overwhelming. She didn't run around. She didn't explore. She sat quietly on the couch, coughing, with tears falling from her eyes. For a while, all she did was sleep. She barely moved for the first week or two. Her body needed rest, and her heart needed healing. Worry filled those early days. Every little cough, every heavy breath felt like a warning, but slowly, she started changing. Her steps grew lighter, her eyes a little brighter, and then one day, her voice came out, not a bark, not a whimper, but something in between. A raspy, silly sound, like something a tiny dinosaur might make. It was her way of speaking, and it never failed to bring a smile. Soon, the toys came out. She loved toys more than anything. Chew toys, squeaky toys, stuffed animals, all of them became treasures. She'd pick one up and proudly carry it over, waiting to be noticed. The house filled with her collection. Toys on the couch, under the table, in every corner. More than a pet store, by the looks of it. And somehow, she remembered where every single one was. Penelope turned out to be full of surprises. Her goofy little face would suddenly light up, and then the Zoomies would hit. She'd take off across the room, paws scrambling, tail spinning like a propeller. It happened often, at random times, for no reason at all. Just a burst of joy. The neighbors probably wondered what kind of wild creature was loose inside. But behind the silliness was something deeper. She had found her person, and her heart held on tight. The bond became clear in every glance, every cuddle, every playful nudge. Penelope wasn't just attached, she was devoted. She followed every step, curled up close during naps, watched every movement with big round eyes full of love. Her world had changed, and she knew it, and she wasn't letting go. Applications came in, so many people wanted to adopt her, but letting her go never felt like an option. She had become more than a rescue dog. She was family. Her past had been rough, but she had fought through it, one small step at a time. She had learned how to trust, how to play, how to love, and she had taught just as much in return. Penelope wasn't just saved. She brought light, laughter, and 1,000 silly sounds into a home that now feels fuller because of her. From a forgotten crate to a house filled with toys and love, she found the life she was meant for, and in return, she gave her whole heart.